how have you been keeping? You've been off racing.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, we started off with the local e-bike race. We had a little bit bad luck with Mika there. We rode to wrong direction and lost 20 seconds or so. So I didn't get the podium, but yeah, there's something to work on.
And the guys didn't go to Madeira, did they? You went to Madeira. How did that go?
Yeah. Madeira was good. This is my third time I won. It was my fifth time there, and then I won second place. The second time I was there. The first time I had issues with mech and crashes and all that. That was just, yeah. Madeira is amazing. Like same day mud, and same day dust. And when you start at the top, there's like cats and dogs, raining, and then you ride all through the manure. And you have all those corners, hit some balls, and then when you're at the bottom, sunshine, birds singing, awesome feeling. Then you start pedaling back up, do it again, and yeah, you get rocks, you get like dust, mud. What else is there? Like really slippery, like dead slippery. Like one track was that it was. I never get aches in my arms, yeah, and it was like I know how to ride on ice, but that mud was just all the berms were slippery as ice, so it was a lot of fun.
You didn't take the Voima with you. What were you riding there?
I was riding the motorless version of Voima, so which we've been developing for alongside with Voima, and we started to develop. Actually, the first rides with this system was done with that bike without the battery motor. I wanted to know that the suspension works without the system as well, because I believe that the e-bike and the normal bike is not that different really. There's more mass. E-bike tends to be a little bit better on rough stuff because it has more mass and it kind of moves the suspension with you. You're not trying, like, not all your weight is going to push the bike down when there's rough stuff and all that. We have been riding so long with the normal bike, so I wanted to know how the suspension and pedaling and kinematics and everything works, so we don't accommodate with the motor or something that, like, just to make sure that the kinematics is great before we add the motor. And when we added the motor, the fun begins.
So can you tell us a little bit more about how production is going? Is this bike a replacement for the Stamina?
Yes. Well, we messed up a little bit with the information, because we had to go with a new website. There was multiple different reasons why we had to change the website. So firstly, we wanted to bring the customization. The reason why Stamina is not there, we can't actually produce it at the moment. Like we can make it, but our production is working 24/5, so 3 shifts, all machines going full with the orders that we have on Voima, and also our production line is set up with the new way of making the bike. Like when we launched a year ago, roughly, Voima, we explained how different is the bonding now, and we removed 70% of the labor from that process. So this is the third iteration of how we bond the frame. So machine was the first, and we put the pieces together with bolts and adhesive. Then we removed the bolts with Stamina, so it was more made with CNC way. It was more efficient to produce, and the bike was designed a little bit forward from the machine and evolving. The kinematics were better, and etc. Okay. But now how we're doing it is quite different, and our production is set up with Voima stuff. And we realized when we sold quite many of Voimas that actually we can't make staminas anymore, and it's not reasonable. There's nothing wrong with the bike. We do the remastered. It's really great. Of course, with the warranties and everything, if there's a problem with the bike, we can make parts, and we will make parts. So that's not going away. We've been using the same linkage system with Evolink and Machine and Stamina. They're pretty much the same. And then we designed this Sensei, which is this. So it's still 4-bar, but it's arranged a little bit differently, mainly focusing that we can evade the motor area, but we still can get the Pole kinematics. Amazing to pedal, and the suspension is firm with the mid-stroke, and you can, like, it still does the same thing, but this is actually a little bit better, and people seem to like it. It doesn't have so much ground feedback, but it's still very supportive and shreddy.
People are interested in having this new bike. Is there some kind of production time?
Yeah. Here the world situation comes in. So we wanted to get more CNC machines for this year, but the production times for the CNC machines are also crazy, like 1 year. At the old days, like 2 years ago, you could get CNC machines like that. There was always stock of CNC machines like these ones that we use. And yeah, we got only one. So now we have roughly 9 total. Maybe this year we can launch and we can deliver. I really like the bike, and it's a good addition to our Voima. I've heard only good from our customers about Voima. They're really happy to get the bike. They love how it handles. It's so different, agile, fast. Obviously fast. Lee took care of that. Lee's first race, Voima's first race, EWSE, and third place is yeah, it was our like Pole team's first. And yeah, this I need to correct immediately. There's people who are saying that we're making them riding e-bikes, and I suggest watching the episode of Lee and Joe riding e-bikes. I don't know what's the name of it. Like
it was episode 1 in the cafe.
Yeah, one and the second one after the race.
Yeah.
So, and ask the guys, how do you feel about like the normal race versus the e-race? Because they saw how the e-race was coming along with the normal race during this pandemic time, and the guy said that they get to ride more, and I was like, what do you mean? Like they get to ride more? They do bigger ride on the race. And that really tells that these guys are more into the riding than just like, is it with a motor or not. The downhill, it doesn't matter if you have a motor or not. And if you think about it, the uphill stages, like they're massive. And the pace in the race, what I've heard, I haven't done one. I want to do one. I'm signed up for the finale. Let's see if I can make it. So when you get bottom of the stage, you straight start to climb. So you don't get any. If you have a mechanical, I think that's game over. So you need to be really careful with the race. And 13 stages in Tweed Valley. Yeah. Roughly 2.5 to 3 minutes per stage. Was it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you do it. You got one stop.
Two stops.
2 stops.
Overall, they rode about 70 kilometers for the day.
Yeah, yeah, and with an e-bike, if you go uphill all those stages, it's not a walk in the park. You should ask Joe and tell his watts, how much watts can you generate on camera, because I don't want to tell them for him, but he's like a roadie type of, and he was saying that he wants to train with the e-bike because you can put the power off, then put it back on, do the uphill, and like and yeah, and me as well. I won Madeira. I haven't been riding the normal bike for a while. Last year was only e-bike mainly, and yeah, I did 2 Madeiras as well with the normal bike with the prototypes, and yeah, it's a massive trainer, really. You can ride many more days. Usually I'm I cook myself when I go ride with a normal bike because I'm so keen on riding hard and fast and going uphill, and yeah, and with the e-bike you can kind of do I don't know, like put it in the pace. I'm too excited about riding, kind of, and then the next day is like I'm too tired and all that.
So we know you love riding the Voima. Joe and Lee absolutely love riding the Voima. All the customers who have bought the Voima absolutely love it.
Yeah.
But what about the media getting to test the bike yet?
Yeah, we just send them. Like, let's see how the media gets them. I like it feels a little bit unreal because there's like nobody seems to have any issues with it. We did a lot of good work, like the cable routings, and like people said that don't like make the for example, this is one funny bit that the dropper post cable in many bikes you need to remove the motor to get it in. And yeah, I think it's a no-brainer that you can just put it in. But yeah, that we did that, and there's so many more small details that it's hard to explain. But we did a lot of like iterations. I don't know about links, maybe I don't know 10 iterations with only the links. They have extractors. It's so fast to change the swing arm, for example, if you want to change the links or anything. And the cable routing works really good. It doesn't rub anywhere, doesn't rattle. Yeah, the geometry is spot on. And the Bosch, I love the Bosch system. It's like the battery is solid. It doesn't rattle at all. And like it's like, and we can do it in 0.02 tolerance. So that every bike is really good, like accurate.
And I feel from when the bike comes out of the box to the customer, or even to us riding it, the bike is so capable for everybody's demand. So if a guy is riding really hardcore stuff, the bike does it. If a guy is 120 kilos and just goes riding easy on a Sunday, the bike works for him as well. It just seems to cater for so many different people.
Yeah, it's like Antti is like 162 centimeters.
Yeah.
And he was like 1 hour before the race, and he was third in like.
Yeah, he's just been an hour riding the bike and just jumped on, you know.
Yeah, the K1, and there was one first K1 we ever made, and he was just the first one. Oh, here it is, and let's go racing. He just built the bike, and okay, it works, and go race with the bike. And it's like hard work, dedication, passion, and I think it pays off at the end of the day, quite massively. But yeah, we still have a lot of like we did the new website. It's not all about the bike. We want to be better at customer service and manuals, and not manuals like this, but like user manuals, service guides, everything. So we're upping our game as a company at the same time. We want to be better at processes, and yeah, the world doesn't help at the moment with the supply chain, but yeah, it's a good school at the moment for us, and
which will lead me to a question that people have been asking about, is the Bosch motor and battery supply at the moment.
Yeah, the semiconductors is a problem in the world. The microchips is a problem in the world. And COVID is still a problem in the world. So I don't know how much this linked, but the one issue that is for everyone that works in Far East, like Asia, like Bosch, and everyone who wants microchips. So if there's COVID cases, they're gonna lock down. So nobody goes to the factory, nobody's working if there's any, like, I don't know, 3 to 5 COVID cases, and then they just cut it. And it has massive impact on any supply. Like, there's so many industries, like we're seeing a technological revolution at the moment. People want electric cars. People want electric bikes. People want like everything is changing. You want solar panels. You want everything is everything needs that. Mobile phones, laptops, like refrigerators, everything needs a microchip these days. So I think people understand this. Like, I'm not telling anything that's not in the news already. Like, we have a war. Well, not we, but yeah, we basically. Everybody has the same problem with the war from in Ukraine, which was unfair and shitty, and that is also not helping the world. So inflation, prices are going up, oil prices, everything. So we're hitting all the time news. Like, all the suppliers are putting more to the price to accommodate their cost, and we're trying to keep it up. And we had to raise pricing a little bit. We were thinking that we're not going to raise any pricing, but yeah. So, but we still want to keep our bikes in reasonable cost compared to the competition. So we want to have the highest end of the bike, but with the bike you can afford to buy. So also we helped the buying process in the website. So now you can split your payment in many ways. So you can split the payment so you don't have an interest, so you're not working with bank. You paid to us in splits, and when you have paid the bike, then we will ship your bike, and we plan the production accordingly. And then you can use Klarna to finance half of it or whatever you want. It's easier to purchase our bikes now. You don't need to have all the cash right away.
So what's your plans for the rest of the year, for the rest of the summer?
We're gonna film with you a lot of stuff. Yeah, racing events hopefully, and mainly it's gonna go to hard work in the factory. We're doing a lot of, like, there's again new people. Like, we're now, I don't know, more than 20. Like 2 years ago when we started the remastered, we were 7, and now we have like every month new people coming in. So things are good. We get more help and support. So yeah, maybe a little vacation as well, because I haven't had a vacation since I don't even remember. So so.
And maybe we go to catch Joe and Lee in action somewhere.
Yeah, I want to see them, guys. I haven't seen them in 2 years, so I want to see them riding. And yeah, finale maybe. I've signed up to it, but like, let's hope I can do it. So, so we have to wrap up today. Like, it's 8 o'clock. We have still lit, but the bike park is closed. Now we have a good new bike park, like two new amazing tracks. Like, we're just taking photos, and now we're gonna film a little bit of riding with Voima tomorrow.
There is summer in Finland. It's not winter all year round.
No. It's like yeah, we could ride until like the whole night, because it's gonna be lit now.
Summer in Finland is lit.
It's lit. Yeah, it's really lit.
Yeah.
Hot.
Yeah.
It was just raining. I was in t-shirts and everything, but we got a shower. So, okay, let's go for a ride. This is exciting. It's a new trail, like new bike parks. We haven't seen stuff like this here. But yeah, we can break this down. I think the guys did a really good job. You have berms here, but then we can go through the bedrock and maybe jump there, and then just see that start of the berm, kind of. We can make a jump out of it and then hit that. So straight line here, but make it legit to kind of skip and hop, and then we'll do the berms. 1,000 meter vertical, and my battery is like 2 bars left, full bars.
Yeah.
And yeah, we started 2 hours ago.
And what mode do you use?
Only turbo.
Only turbo, baby.
I don't know, like, yeah, when I go to trail, of course, it's a EMTB and Tour, and if there's normal bikes, then I go Eco, when that's kind of the same level, even though it's not, but it's kind of, you can ride with the normal bikes. But yeah, the turbo is like, you just shuttle up, you're faster than the lift. But yeah, when I come here, like do the normal bike park, of course I use the lift, and then but the other part of the hill is like more accessible when you have the e-bike. You can just go that way where there's no lift. Well, it's not open, there's a lift, but they don't have it open yet. Hopefully next year.
Yeah. All right, thanks for a good day's ride.
Yeah.